What's happening, baby? It's another episode of Reasons Why I Can't Drink, baby. Oh yeah, I am toasted cheese. This should be a good episode. If I'm correct and my math is on point, this is episode 21. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's episode 21. Maybe 22. I'll make sure to see when I upload the video. Intro song, Slipping Away by Grayscale. I only got hooked on this song from a girl I used to be friends with, but man, Grayscale's got only a few bangers, but this is one of them. Now let's put it on pause. Alrighty, folks. I hope everyone's having a fucking fantastic bar Christmas. This is the greatest evening to go out to the bars because this is the night the clocks go back and you get an extra hour out. When the clock turns 2, it goes back to 1. So you get an extra hour out at the bar. I unfortunately didn't make the most of it because, well, I've done this a handful of times now. It's not my first rodeo. I was pretty fucked up by midnight. Like I didn't even need to be there till 2, let alone have an extra hour. So, I went home and called it a night. Yeah, tonight's been pretty good. Just went to the Cork show, did my thing, hung out with Jimmy and Marlon, sang some songs, met out with some people. There were some fucking weirdos out tonight, though. Like, for example, I was talking to this girl named Cassidy, just met her, nice girl, super cool, pretty cute. And she was just kind of weird, but like it was not like a weird, like a creepy. It was just sort of like, oh, maybe there's something off about her. But she was super nice, and then randomly, like, she wanted to know my full name. So I was like, oh, it's Scott Nixon, average white guy. That's my usual play. I'm 5'9", Scott Nixon, average white guy. It goes hand in hand. And then, so she was just like, okay, cool. And then, so, like, later I'm at the iPads, like, seeing what songs I got up, changing my rotation. I look at my phone. And this bitch fucking adds me on Instagram. I'm like, oh, okay, cool, like, no big deal. And then I was, like, talking to her, and out of nowhere, she goes, oh, yeah, my boyfriend. So, like, hold up. You're just talking to me out of nowhere for, like, 15 minutes. It's cool. And then you add me on Instagram, but at the same time, you mention, oh, I have a boyfriend. So I'm just fucking like, okay, you're fucking, like, weird as shit. Why are you adding me on Instagram if you have a boyfriend? I'm just a stranger at a bar. Like, you're never gonna see me again. You're from fucking Toledo. Like, I'm just confused. Anyway, no big deal. That was just part of the night. What did I sing tonight? I did Champagne Supernova by Oasis. Did it in a little sped up version so it's not as depressing, but great song. Everyone loves Champagne Supernova. And then what else did I do? I did Ocean Avenue, Yellow Card. I did Since You've Been Gone by Kelly Clarkson. Took my shirt off for all the middle-aged women in the bar. They loved it. And then I also sang my last one, Feeling This. So I did like 4 songs. But also, one of the random things that happened tonight, so like I'm hanging out, having a good time. I met this cute woman named Kelly. We were hitting it off for a while. Kelly was 35 with 4 children and divorced. But she was a babe, like, she was hot as fuck, nice body, like, I was trying to take her home. We went outside and made out for a little bit, and I, like, ordered an Uber to get, because, like, I didn't know how long her and her group was going to be at the bar, but I said, hey, man, I live, like, a mile away, like, we can go in and out to my apartment, we'll be back in 30 minutes, half hour of power, if you know what I mean. And, so we went outside, made out, and then she came back in, and it wasn't going to happen. She ended up fucking throwing up a bunch, like puked a bunch outside, so I'm glad I kind of dodged that bullet. I didn't want to deal with throw up on my sheets. I've had a puking story before, not my favorite cup of tea. So then other than that, I was just hanging out, having a good time, Oh, some dude had a seizure at the Cork show tonight. Yeah, that happened. And we had to call a fucking ambulance and get this guy out of there. But other than that, nothing too crazy. I ended up getting home by like 1 o'clock. I was being pretty responsible. But what was I going to tell you about? Oh, okay. So I know what I'm going to talk about this episode. Just coming back to me. So last episode when I talked to you folks, I ended up going on a date with this girl, and we went to Swenson's, and I thought it went really well. Like, we had a bunch in common in terms of TV shows. Like, she watched Cheers, Breaking Bad, a bunch of other shit, and like, you know, we made out before she left, or, you know, before we left Swenson's, whatever. And then, you know, she was basically trying to ghost me, so I was just like, was there something I did or said that, like, you know, made you not want to talk to me? She goes, oh, I know, I just didn't feel a connection. You know, no big deal, and I completely respect the answer and everything, because I was once engaged, so, like, I haven't been in a relationship since my failed engagement, because for this exact reason, I don't want to date someone just to date someone at this point. Like, if I'm going to date someone, it's because, like, I feel like there's a future and, like, a real potential to go on after that. Like, I don't want to waste my time, and I don't want to waste their time. I'm definitely down for a one-night stand, and I hope they are too. But, like, if I don't see anything going out past that, I'm not going to waste my fucking time. Period, point blank. The last weekend, though, like, you know, things were good and everything. I just hung out. I've been working as the doorman at the Cork Show the last few fucking weeks. Yeah, I've done it about 5 times, but I've said I've been the doorman at least the last 3 weeks in a row. You know, whether it be a Friday or a Saturday, it's just once a week. You know, it's an easy $60. I'm gonna be at the Cork Show anyway, so it's not like it's a big deal to me. It saved me a little bit of my bar tab, considering I spent fucking $3,400 there. Between we did the math on my fucking MasterCard from January 1st through about I think it was September 20th. I spent about $3,400. That doesn't account the class. That doesn't account the cash tips that I left either. So, you know, I wasn't proud of it, but at the same time, I wasn't mad about it. I mean, shit, I'm paying the water bill, maybe the electric bill, who knows. I'm a big part of the Cork Show, and I'm a big fan of it. I love that place. So, fuck. I am pretty drunk, folks. Let me have another drink of this. This is a little concoction I made. Tito's, orange juice, and a little bit of a Blue Chair coconut rum. So it's a little sophisticated, if you will, but 1 second here. Oh yeah, hitting the spot. So yeah, basically I've been a pretty contributing factor of Cork Show lately. Wow. Just completely lost my train of thought there. But what was I going to talk about? Oh, okay, so yes, I know exactly where this is going to go now. So, last week, I got laid for the first time in, like, months. Like, the last time I fucked a bitch, okay, pardon my French, the last time I got laid by a woman was about January, and, yeah, I was on a pretty hot, dry spell there. And it was also by choice, because, like, I'm gonna be honest, I'm picky as fuck. I feel like I deserve babes, like 10, smoke shows, 10 out of 10 kind of girls. And I know that's not realistic. And plus, I only go to Corky's, so, like, I got slim pickings. It's not like, it's not like Instagram models go to Corky's, and I'm not expecting that. But at the same time, I feel like I have kind of high standards, and like I said, I ended that engagement a while ago. So, like, a big part of me was like, okay, you ended your engagement, you better fuck women hotter than your ex. Otherwise, like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, you're just an idiot. So, like, I know that sounds shitty, and, like, my ex wasn't ugly by any means. Like, she's a cute girl, but she's no smoke show. She's definitely, like, I'm just gonna leave it at that. I don't even need to elaborate anymore. She was just a cute girl. So every time I, like, want to have sex with a new girl, I'm, like, always kind of thinking, like, oh, is she hotter than her? It sounds terrible, but I'm fucking shallow. I'm a piece of shit. So anyway, I hadn't been laid for a hot minute, and I'm working the door 2 weeks ago at the Cork Show, hanging out, doing my thing, and a group of girls come in, and I recognize the one girl in the group because I've seen her a bunch of, like, emo nights, Corkies. She's a cool girl. Her name's Becky. And Becky and me were just, she's like, seriously, are you going to really fucking ID me? And I'm like, well, come on, it's my job. So I ID her, and, like, all of her friends come in. And then, so, like, me and Becky are chit-chat. God damn it. Fucking hiccups, really, right now during my podcast? So me and Becky are chit-chatting, hanging out, whatever, doing like bullshit, like whatever. And Becky tells me her friend Rachel is into me and thinks I'm hot. And I'm like, sweet. So, the bar's getting ready to close, whatever. I go over and get Rachel's number and I'm like, fuck yeah. And I text her and I go, hey, like, I'll probably be out of here around 2:30, 2:45. Like, let me know if you're still trying to hang out. So, around that time comes, I finish work, I get done closing the bar down. I was getting the trash cans, I was getting all my shit done. It was like 2:45, I leave Cork Show and I'm like, hey, what you doing? She goes, oh, you can come over. So I end up fucking, walking to her house from Cork Show, a solid 10-minute walk. Get there. As I'm walking up the stairs to her apartment, her friend is leaving, so I'm like, oh, sweet. So I get to her house. As I walk in, she's got these 2 dogs. Let's see if I can remember the names here. Ah, fuck. They were kind of original names, but I can't remember them. But I was petting them for a while. And then we started making out on her couch for a little bit. And the next thing I know, I picked her up and I took her to her bedroom. And the business got down from there. My favorite part about it was I had SpongeBob boxers on. And I fucking, she saw my Ninja Turtles and Pokemon tattoos on my thighs. And she called me a nerd. And I'm like, no shit, I'm a fucking nerd. Like, I'm a fucking weirdo. Who has thigh tats and wears SpongeBob boxers? But that's another story. But otherwise, overall, I was just glad to get the deed done. Because, like I said, I hadn't gotten fucking laid since January. And that's also partially by choice, but also, like, lack of game, if you will. So, I was just happy to get a home run on the board, score a touchdown, if you will, get a goal, whatever you want to fucking call the analogy here. It just felt good to get one on the board. Yeah, this podcast kind of sucks. I felt like I would have had more to talk about, but I really don't. I just figured, I have an extra hour tonight because the bar's closed down and I didn't make the most of it. And, I figured, fuck it. Like, it's been at least 2 weeks since I did one. Let you guys know what I'm up to. Oh, on another note, I closed my fucking first loan. Yes. Okay, so Barbie doll. This was my first, like, borrower that I got serious. Like, I've been doing this loan officer shit for about... Well, I got hired in June. I got my licenses in about end of July. Started making dials and like calling for people in August. So Barb, I pulled her credit in fucking I pulled her credit in fucking August and started working up this deal. And I closed it in, October, the end of October. And Barb, let me just tell you, this fucking woman is fantastic. I was on the phone with her at least 2 or 3 times a week. Manufactured home out in California. We had some bumps and bruises in the road of closing this loan, but man, she was just so fucking sweet, and like I treated her like my own grandma. Like I fucking wish I met this woman because she's so nice. But it was about $136,000 loan, I think. Give or take, and it closed. And I didn't realize, like when I started this job, that loan closings take as long as they do. But hey. I got the job done. I got some commission, just under $1,000, but I was proud of it. And like I made a difference. I helped her out. I got her like $14K cash back. So like, she used equity in her home to make some money for herself. And I hope she just has a good time. Like Barbie doll, you're one of my favorite borrowers, baby. Like I really want to come visit you out there in San Diego. I'm not even joking. And let's close it up with that. I got a few more loans that should close in November here, but it was my mom's birthday the other day. Shout out to Tammy, baby. 29th birthday. Fucking love her. Greatest mom I could ask for. Let's close it out on a song here. I'm definitely gonna pick Lil Wayne. What Lil Wayne song will it be, though? Oh, I'm not too sure. Oh, I know which one. playing? No way, what the fuck? Well, this is gonna be shitty if I can't end the night on a song. I need to end the night on a song. Like, I can't just fucking end this podcast without anything. Wow. Let's see if I can turn it off and turn it back on. Oh man, I don't want to ruin the podcast, but
taking shots at my team, you must be getting senile.
yeah. Alrighty, folks. Stay beautiful, America. I love you guys. I'm gonna let you enjoy a little bit of "Used To" by Lil Wayne. Head give your ass 3 eyes, and you still ain't see a fucking thing until you see 5. Have a good one. Jesus Christ.
Whoever resemble you and never remember who have been a friend of you or kin to you, they in it too. And bitches too, they mention you, they ditches loose.
Run up in a nigga house, pistol in that nigga mouth. Safe code now, nigga, cough it up and spit it out. Oh my god, I'm flipping out and the dipping out. I tried to turn the fucking page, oh my god, I ripped it out. I used to get to, oh, and I was supposed to get vibes. Yeah, you smoke this and I also took the semi. I used to I feel like Alvin Driver, a little bitch, and if he dies, he dies. 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 He said, run up in a fella's house, pistol in that fella's house. He be talking at his ass. What is all that shit about?
I used to know you niggas, I don't know you niggas. I just know you.